The baby was actually set on fire. Oh my God.
Behind this disturbing murder of a newborn, a cold case which remained buried for 27 years, lies only one person with the answers: 52-year-old Carrie Mazuka. But little do the detectives know that they are about to confront an extremely heartless woman, desperately holding on to the last remaining strands of her lies.
Why baby?
I didn't, baby.
Who did?
I don't know who did.
The doctor who did the autopsy says your version's bull.
Beneath the calm denial of this mother of two lies a story soaked in cruelty, so disturbing that even seasoned detectives would be left speechless. The tragedy started on the morning of September 7, 1997, when two city workers in Albany, New York, were performing routine maintenance in Washington Park. Near the base of the Moses statue, they discovered a blue pillowcase that appeared to be partially burned, but what they found inside would leave them stunned. It was the body of a lifeless baby boy, later named Moses. However, at the time, there were no leads or witnesses, and unfortunately, the identity of the parents remained unknown. However, nearly 23 years later, in 2020, the Albany Police Department, along with the Cold Case Analysis Center at the College of St. Rose, used modern forensic technology to reanalyze the evidence from the case. After 2 years of analysis, in 2022, the lab Othram Inc. successfully managed to create a full DNA profile from preserved evidence. That profile was submitted to the FBI's forensic genealogy team, which matched it to a relative of the baby. It was through that lead that investigators identified Carrie S. Mazuka, who had been living just 5 blocks from the original crime scene. And what awaited was a shocking and roller coaster interrogation where a 27-year-old mystery finally began to crack open.
So the reason we need you to help us out here is we're looking into something that happened quite a few years ago, okay? Back in 1997. So some remains were found in Washington Park, okay? And, you know, it's been a long time since it happened. We've been kind of working on it here and there. And we've been deploying a new investigative technique, right? Do you watch, like, any of the stuff on the news, like genealogy stuff?
No.
Okay. So what we do is we kind of go to some third-party companies like Ancestry.com, stuff like that, and try and build family trees, okay? So part of that is that the remains, the DNA testing on the remains that we found are connected to your family, okay? Yeah, so it was younger, right? The remains, best we can tell. And we honestly don't know really what happened. It's just one of those things that they're trying to get us to figure out.
Wow.
And use this new, it's crazy, right? So let me ask you this. Do you know of anyone in your family that you guys could never find or anything like that?
No, I mean, I'm not close with my family, but no.
Okay. Actually, I should have started. Part of this is we're building out that family tree, right?
Right.
Like, because certain things aren't filled. Like, you know, are you on Ancestry.com?
No.
Right. So that's the problem, right? So there's huge gaps. So it could show, like, Carrie Spielman, right? Her, you know, great aunt gave DNA because she's an Ancestry buff. So now we have to go out and build that out, right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Too. So let me ask you this. You got mom, dad, obviously. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have a sister.
Okay, you have a sister. And what's your sister's name?
Wendy Morrison. Morrison.
Okay. And is she local?
She lives in Roxbury now.
Roxbury? Okay.
She was in Watertown, and I think she went to Roxbury, Watertown, and then back to Roxbury.
DNA genealogy might not directly point towards one person, but with enough DNA samples from the family members, it can be clarified who the mother is. The detectives here are keeping their cards close to their chest with Carrie to see her responses by asking her about her sister, Wendy. Carrie is unaware that right before the interrogation, detectives already conducted what's known as a trash pull, and they collected discarded items from outside Carrie's residence in Albany. And from that trash, a profile was created that clearly matched the baby, making it evident that Carrie is the mother. However, what they need is a clear story of what happened, and with every question, they are about to close in on the truth.
Actually, I didn't even ask you. So you said you have 2 kids, right?
Yes.
Okay. Any other kids?
No.
No? Okay. No. I know it's kind of a personal question, but I have to, it's one of the things I gotta ask. How many times have you been pregnant?
2.
2?
Yes.
Okay.
Very easy, very...
Easy pregnancies?
Mm-hmm.
No issues?
No.
What about after? Because, like, my wife, she got the postpartum. Did you ever get that?
No.
Really? Good for you.
No.
It was a tough time in the lawyer household.
It wasn't really?
Oh, my God.
No. I had good support system.
Okay.
You know, and they were good.
Okay.
You're the father of your 2 children, Josh and Hannah.
Yes.
You guys still together or?
No, we're divorced.
Divorced. Did you meet him in Roxbury or down here?
Nope, here.
Here?
We worked together. Yeah.
At Tri-City?
Nope, at Camry.
The living resources.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So when did you meet him? How long after you came here?
Well, I met him immediately because we worked together.
Yep.
But then we started dating probably 2 years later. He was actually engaged.
Oh, he was engaged.
He was engaged, and then they broke up, and then, yeah.
So part of this is we're going around, we're trying to collect DNA samples from people,
Mm-hmm.
all right, to try and match to the remains and that we're doing. Is that something you'd be able to help us out with?
Yeah, that's
Give
fine.
us a sample of DNA? Okay. Yeah, we can do that here in a moment.
So the remains were found where? Can you tell me that?
Yeah. So, are you familiar with this area at all?
Within Washington Park? I've seen it during Tulip Festival.
Okay. Have you ever been here?
Just looked, the only time I ever gone to Washington Park was Tulip Festival.
Tulip Fest. Okay.
Yeah.
So where these flower beds are over here, right by this road,
Mhm.
this is where the remains
Oh.
are found. Yeah. But I mean, easy
Ooh, I'm
enough.
sorry, I've got goosebumps.
Oh, it's horrible.
Ugh.
I mean, it's, every, I'm sure whoever, whatever happened, there's an explanation, because generally there's an explanation to everything that happens because it
Right.
happened, right?
Right.
It's just a matter of figuring it out, and I think eventually we'll do that, but part of that is talking to people and figuring out, we can do so much investigatively, like following DNA trails and stuff, and it is super cool, like the way this stuff works. Like, I swear to you, soon, we're not there yet. But
So how does that work with DNA? Can you pinpoint?
yeah.
I don't watch any of those stupid.
No.
Sorry, I don't mean.
No,
stupid
it's not.
shows. They're
You're insulting my career.
No, they freak me out.
Law enforcement's not a special thing. It's like someone figures out a cool thing to do to solve crimes.
Right.
Or, figure stuff out. Because not everything's a crime.
Mm-hmm.
But to figure stuff out. And then everyone gets on it. Like, Golden State Killer. He was a serial killer who's been around California for years. Like, numerous victims.
Yep.
And then they implored this technology that we're kind of using now.
Mm-hmm.
And they were able to link him to all these crimes from 30 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
game
crazy.
changer. It's actually a huge help, it generally does help us do what we got to do. So the way it works is, we go around, we obtain DNA samples from a bunch of different people, and then we end up zeroing in and figure out who mom and dad are.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's that same kind of thing where everyone's DNA starts spreading out the branches of the trees.
Right.
But the more samples that we can find and we can keep comparing them, it keeps bringing us in because we find
Oh, wow.
the traits that are similar between the people.
That's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
It's cool, and it's like I said, this is a baby, if you couldn't tell.
I'm
yeah.
gonna throw up. That's gross.
I know. Here's the thing, though, is, we're just trying to figure out what happened to it. the remains, they are what they are. We're honestly trying to just fill in the blanks here.
Mhm.
This is a historic event that happened. It is what it is. No one's changing that now. We're just trying to get some answers and figure out exactly what occurred. Whoever, the mother and father have their reasons for whatever they did. I'm not saying it's right.
Right.
But, you never know what kind of headspace someone's in. Like, you could look at me and I could appear put together, but I'm a mess in my personal life,
Carrie plays the part, nodding along, pretending to be impressed by the wonders of modern DNA, as if she's a curious bystander. But beneath the fake fascination is panic she can barely contain. Because no matter how amazed she pretends to be, science isn't here to entertain. It's here to expose her. And her innocent facade that she had been wearing for years was about to finally crumble.
So part of the thing is, we're asking people as we're going through. So this is a very newborn baby that gets found.
Mhm.
And we're trying to hash that out as to exactly what happened to it. And we're just getting people's perspective.
Right.
Like, these remains, they get found in Washington Park. In your mind, what would cause someone to leave a baby in a place? Anything you could think of?
No. Because they have all those, hospitals, safe places.
Yeah, like a safe haven to leave kids.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to wrap our head around.
No idea. That's...
So there's some aggravating factors with this as well.
I think especially, how?
Right. That's what we're trying to wrap our heads around and get from people. This happened, and I think within short order, we're going to be able to figure out definitely who mom is,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll work through who dad is, and, we got to collect all these DNA samples and go from there. But, the thing about this is... So, I'm sorry I got to show you this, but I do, because it is important, okay? The baby was actually set on fire.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not only was it abandoned, but...
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure out exactly what happened to this baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because here's the thing, right? It could be a couple different things here. We know the baby was alive. We know it breathed, had lung flowing through its airs, was healthy, was crying. And then this happened.
Ugh.
Carrie listens as detectives calmly lay out the facts. However, her reaction is minimal, which doesn't go unnoticed. Now, they just need to see what Carrie will do with the facts laid out. And to their surprise, the truth is about to burst wide open with a chilling confession, one that no one saw coming.
So we're trying to figure out, who did it, obviously, right?
Right.
Because in your mind, you see that. What's that scream to you?
It's crazy.
Right.
No.
But, as I said, everything's explainable.
Right.
But it's not me. I don't know, especially when, we can prove it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the spot you want to be, or someone wants to be, I should say.
Right.
Right? Like if someone is truly related, or the mother or father of this child, the best thing they could do when we talk to them, and this is just me thinking out loud, is the best thing they could do when we talk to them is be truthful, right? Like, yeah, all right, yeah. This is what happened, but I didn't do that, or so-and-so did that, but people that lie, that ain't going to go their way, right? Because everything gets figured out. As I was telling you, like that Golden State guy,
right,
or oldest son. Look at that, the Giglio Beach guy that killed all those girls.
Right.
They figure it out. because what they do is we end up, we go, we get DNA, we make comparisons, and God helps someone if they lie. Because all you have is your credibility, right? Because 27 years ago, baby Moses gets found here, right? And say you are mom, right? I'm not saying you are, but say you are, right? And we bring you down here, and you say, no, I'm not the mother. I was never pregnant then. What if that's not true? Like, we could figure all that stuff out, right? And then what happens is we go, hey, guess what? We found this baby, and the mother said she's not the mother. What's that scream to you? If you're
I did it. I did it.
You did it?
I did it.
What happened?
I got pregnant. I had the baby. I gave birth in my bathtub. Baby died. Didn't know how to get rid of it.
The confession came out of nowhere. Carrie might have simply realized there was no way out. But this was only the beginning. What followed would turn the entire interrogation into a roller coaster, one filled with disturbing, tragic details that were about to surface for the first time in 27 years.
How'd the baby die?
I think I had water in the bathtub. I think it drowned.
You drowned it?
I didn't drown it.
In that bathtub?
Yes.
Inside that apartment? Right there?
Yes.
Why did the baby?
I didn't.